You know, there's something people don't notice for a very long time. They think they're tired because of what they do. Work, tasks, responsibilities. But if you look deeper, you're not tired from action. You're tired from resistance. And this is a very subtle thing, because on the outside, it all looks the same. You're doing something. You're moving. You're putting in effort. But inside, there can be two completely different states. In one case, you're doing it calmly, without inner tension, without fighting yourself, and even a lot of action doesn't drain you. In the other case, you're doing the same things. But inside, there's constant "I don't want to," constant pressure, constant forcing yourself, and that's what drains all your energy. Not the actions themselves, but the inner conflict. And be honest for a moment. How many times have you had days where you barely did anything, but felt completely exhausted, like you've been working non-stop? And other days, you do a lot, but inside there's lightness, and you're not nearly as tired. And this is the key. Fatigue doesn't come from how much you do. It comes from the tension inside what you do. And this changes everything, because if the problem isn't the actions, then trying to do less doesn't really solve it. You can reduce the workload, but if the resistance is still there, the fatigue stays. You'll just get tired from doing less. And then it starts to feel like something is wrong with you, like you don't have enough energy, like you're lazy. But that's not it. The real issue is, there's a constant "I have to" inside, without "I want to." And that creates pressure. And the more pressure, the stronger the resistance, and the faster you burn out. So this is where it's important to pause and ask yourself a simple question. Where in my life right now do I feel resistance? Not at the level of actions, but at the level of feeling. Where are you still doing something, but inside there's tension, frustration, rejection? Just look at it honestly, without trying to fix it immediately, because even awareness already starts to reduce the pressure. And now the next step, instead of fighting that resistance, notice it and allow it to be there. Because here's the paradox. The more you try to get rid of it, the stronger it becomes. But when you stop fighting it, it begins to soften. And in that moment, space appears, where you can ask a different question. How can I do this differently? Not through "I have to," but from a softer state. Maybe slower, maybe simpler, maybe with pauses. And you start to notice. The actions stay the same, but the tension decreases. And with that, your energy comes back, because energy isn't lost in action, it's lost in inner struggle. And when that struggle ends, you have resources again, and even simple things start to feel different. You're no longer forcing yourself, you're engaging, and that's a completely different state, where there is movement, but no self-violence, and it's from this state that stability appears, without burnout, without constant exhaustion. And if right now you feel even a little lighter inside, that means you've already started releasing that resistance, and that's what matters most. Because from here, everything begins to change. If this resonates with you, make sure to subscribe, because this is where you start understanding things deeper. And hit like, so this video can reach people who think they're tired of life, when in reality, they're tired of fighting it. And remember, anything is possible.